Gerri, players only meeting on Sunday. I understand you kind of took a leadership role there. Why did you think it was important for you guys to get together without the coaches?
Just to, talk to the team, just without the coaches, just to let them know, everything was okay, just to kind of get everybody level back out after, Saturday or whatever, just to calm everything up.
After that meeting and then after a few days of practice, do you feel like the message was heard?
Yeah, I think it was. We these last two practices we came out extreme focus, just ready for Saturday.
I want to ask you what was said in the meeting. What was kind of the tone of the meeting? Was it an emotional meeting? Was it an angry meeting?
No, not at all. It wasn't none of that. It just a don't panic type meeting. Just letting guys, just everything's okay. That game, Kentucky was a good team and everything, and we just have to continue to work and get better. Things we need to work on and control.
What are some of the things that y'all looked at in the Kentucky game, maybe away from the composure and the penalties, and say we could have done this technically a little bit different than we need to the rest of the season?
Execution. We could have executed better. Just small details, attention to details. When you play an SEC team, when you don't do the little things right, it ends up big things for as big things for the other team. So there was things like that. And you talked about composure. That was one of the big key points. We just had to go out there and play the game and don't let the be more than that.
If it hadn't been Kentucky, you think that would have shown up at some point this season? It needed to be taken care of as early as possible.
I'm not sure, but I'm glad it happened when it happened. Early as possible. Now we've seen it, and we can't let that hurt us twice.
You're going to go up against the offense that you practiced against for a number of years. You feel confident in your ability to recognize formations and plays?
I think it's going to come from me being in the film room this week, watching them. It's a new offense because they're at a new school and everything. So, I'm just new personnel and just learning them and those guys.
Could that be a trap, thinking about too much what you saw the last few years and not focusing on what this team does this year?
No, I haven't even thought about it like that. I'm just thinking about playing Florida and knowing their players and what they do good.
Managing the emotions of the game, I know for you seniors is a big part of things. Has there been a message you've shared with other guys about just kind of keeping all that in check?
Yeah, this game, is the main focus has been going to get our first SEC win. The emotions, they're going to be there. But we learned last week what happened when you let your emotions get too high.
What does Florida do well on offense?
They move the ball efficiently. Pass. They have dynamic wide receivers, running backs. They have a steady group. So they're a good offense. They're averaging like 41 points a game. So they move the ball good.
Florida might not have a Benny Snell on its roster, but how motivated are you guys to kind of stop the run this week, given what happened last week?
We're still going against SEC running backs, so they're good. You give them a hole, they're going to hit it. They have speed, power, so you can't overlook a running back in the SEC.
I know Felipe Franks, maybe not the running threat that Dan Mullen's had, but he's tied for the SEC league with 12 touchdown passes. What have you seen from him on film that impresses you?
His arm, he has a strong arm. He's a big guy. Sit back there in the pocket when he has time, he can get it down, and he has a couple running touchdowns. So when he might not be a runner, but he can run when need be.
Coach Moore told us that he told the team all y'all's skills are still in front of you. Is that the way y'all are approaching it?
Yeah, it is. We can't stop now. Just keep working. We put in a lot of work this off season, have a whole season in front of us. So there's no time to have our heads down right now.
Are you really looking forward to Saturday?
Yeah, I am. Like I said, my thing is first SC win. First SC home game. I know the stadium's gonna be electric and everything, so it's gonna be a big game just because of that.